One afternoon in a suburban home, a young artist was working on his drawings, capturing his mannequin's image on paper. When he was finished, he put away his pencils and placed the dummy in its spot on the table. "Thanks, Zeke," he said to the dummy. Now, Zeke had been purchased by his grandfather in an old curiosity shop on his last trip to London. His grandfather told him that the storekeeper claimed the dummy was special, made from the wood of a fallen tree near Stonehenge. It had been in his shop for over a half a century. The young artist didn't buy any of this crazy story, but found Zeke to be a good tool for his art anyway. The young artist soon fell asleep after laying down to rest his weary eyes. After a few minutes, something odd began to happen. From the top of his table, Zeke started to move. Slowly at first, the mannequin stretched and moved his long, unused joints. He then removed his mount. As the artist slept, Zeke jumped from the table to the chair, then quickly from the chair down to the floor and began to explore. He was careful not to be seen by anyone, peering around corners before venturing into new rooms. No one knew what he was looking for, or exactly why he was out and about. He was very stealthy, obviously not wanting to be observed, and was able to move around quite freely. The artist's family never saw Zeke on his exploits around the house. He journeyed into the kitchen, searching in every nook and cranny intently. For what, we do not know. He was eerily dexterous and was able to climb and crawl anywhere his interest took him. Not finding anything that interested him very much, he moved on. He searched in bedrooms, dens, dining rooms, and even ventured into the bathroom, where he decided that he was indeed a very handsome object. Finally, he made his way into the living room of the artist's home. Something caught his attention up on the coffee table. It was a souvenir mug from the grandfather's trip to London. Zeke searched for a way to climb up. After a few moments, he jumped on the love seat and scrambled his way up. After reaching the mug, Zeke looked at the picture printed on the front and seemed sad. Perhaps he was homesick? After inspecting the mug for a while, Zeke noticed something else on the coffee table. It was a map of the world. He looked at the map closely. It must have occurred to him that he was, in fact, far from his home, with no real chance of returning to his birthplace in the mysterious shop in London. As he stood there, forlorn and in deep thought, he was secretly being observed. Tiger, the family cat, was watching him very closely. Without being aware of his curious stalker, Zeke jumped back down and continued on his journey. He did not make it very far. Later on, the artist awoke from his nap and soon realized that his dummy was not where he placed him and began to search. After looking throughout his room and closet, the artist went and asked his family if they had moved Zeke while he slept. After they had all said they had not seen the mannequin, he began searching through the house. Tiger followed him on his search for a while, but soon lost interest and began doing her own things. Finally, in the laundry room, the artist found his prized drawing dummy. After a serious cleaning, he was placed back on his accustomed spot once again, and all was well. Zeke never ventured out on his own again, and resigned himself to his lot in life as the inspiration for many fabulous works of art.